Hello there, it's me again, this time with the rendering of the article number 3. So, here we go. The headline of the article is «Как устроена система здравоохранения в США», which in English would be roughly translated as «How does American healthcare system work?». The author of the article is Mikhail Krasnyansky, and it was written in the United States, specifically mentioned in California. The aim of the article is to provide a reader with some material on the American healthcare system. The author introduces us to the American healthcare and looks into some of the benefits and drawbacks of the way American people get their health protected. The article deals with a very much burning problem of life, which is yet again healthcare, this time in the United States. The author's attitude seems to be neither excessively pessimistic nor sugar-coated and optimistic, since he takes a look on the American healthcare system not from inside it, but from the outside, even while staying in California. The author's attention is focused on staying neutral, which is a fresh change from great many articles I've read before that were pretty much one-sided and either had too much praise or didn't want to acknowledge that Americans had, in some ways, better developed medicine than we do. The author starts by telling the reader that 18 out of 25 most recent Nobel Prize winners in medicine are either Americans or people who have worked in the United States, and that the half of the drugs introduced in the past 20 years were also developed in there, which is pretty impressive. He goes on to saying that healthcare fills up as much as 10% of the American GDP, which is a lot, and one very important point that the author stresses upon is that in America you cannot get access to any medical service for free, and that you have to have a medical insurance. There aren't any state insurance companies either, everything is based on the private ones. Huge private corporations and companies have quite some power in the United States Congress, as it seems, and they don't want any changes of the healthcare system, such as an introduction of state insurance companies championed by Obama, just because they get tons of money from the government budget. The doctors are very important people who only rely on various test results, and they barely have time to check their patients. It is interesting that the choice of drugs prescribed by a doctor is somewhat influenced by the kind and the size of insurance you've got. At the end, the author mentions a World Health Organization healthcare report which has a rating by country. And surprisingly enough, France is in the first place, while the US is only 37th, just because there is no equality in healthcare access whatsoever. Finally, the author draws a conclusion that while American medicine is fantastic, its healthcare system is not by any means perfect, because it's not the government who has all the power there, but private companies. I found the article very worth reading, because it does explain the American healthcare system very well, and it's quite important to know about it, especially from the point of view of a person with post-Soviet background, so to say. While the article has a lot of facts packed inside it, it also has the author's opinion, which is quite important, I think. So, that was the rendering of the third article. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.